Coworker has an absolutely shocking secret. I worked as a waiter in Boston for a few years, and nothing gave me more joy than getting to work with my favorite busboy, Juan Carlos. Every shift we worked together was full of laughter and non-stop tomfoolery. The manager knew we had a special bond, so she usually scheduled us in the same section. But occasionally I got stuck working with another busser named Fanny instead. Fanny was the absolute worst. She never bussed a table unless I told her to, and then she did so begrudgingly. The rest of the time she would just lean in the corner, staring at her phone, while her lower lip hung lazily. For some reason, the restaurant never had any soup spoons. One time, Jim, the owner, told Fanny to get off her phone and go find some soup spoons in the dish room. She disappeared for like 2 hours, and came back without any soup spoons. "She don't like Mr. Jim," said Juan Carlos, wide-eyed. "She say not nice things about Mr. Jim ... double quotes. I had known Juan Carlos long enough to know that this was his way of talking mad smack about Fanny. A couple of weeks later, the restaurant hosted its employee Christmas party at Dave and Buster's. They bought everyone food and drinks, and gave everyone a $20 game card. It took Juan Carlos and me about 4 seconds to waste all our money on the punching bag machine. And then we started wandering around the place with our Coronas, trolling our fellow employees. Juan Carlos elbowed me in the rib and pointed across the room. Fanny was overplaying the Kung Fu Panda punching game. Naturally, we made a beeline over there. The game has 6 little punching bags, and you have to punch whichever one lights up. Fanny started punching ... and then she kept punching ... and then she kept fucking punching ... It was an overwhelming sight, like watching somebody do what they were born to do. Vague, blurry flashes of fists and forearms. Fanny, alive and deadly. Pandas dropping like flies. The machine lit up with 1,000 bells and whistles, and then it started vomiting tickets all over the ground. Juan Carlos and I stared at each other, shocked. Fanny let me try a turn, and she whispered some cryptic advice in my ear. "You gotta get low. I punched the fastest I could, but I was out pretty quickly." Fanny resumed her position in front of the machine. And she won 4 more grand jackpots in a row. I watched her eyes while she played. They were manic and quivering. The kind of eyes that might gaze upon eternity and never blink. Juan Carlos and I kept reenacting Fanny and the Kung Fu Panda game for a few weeks after that. Juan Carlos couldn't pronounce Kung Fu Panda, and he said Cookie Fu Fonda instead, but I knew what he meant. Not long after, Fanny took a week off to go on a cross-country motorcycle trip with her boyfriend. On the day she was supposed to come back, she didn't show up for her shift. One of the other bussers showed me and the manager a Snapchat story that Fanny had posted like an hour earlier. She was on the back of a motorcycle, arms splayed while she laughed freely. A sign saying "Welcome to Oregon" flashed by. "I guess that means she's not coming back," said my manager. A few days later, someone went to clean out Fanny's locker, and they found like 200 soup spoons in there.